Finally, a victory for the Colorado Buffaloes. 48-29, Colorado in its final home game of 2011 on Senior Day. Wins it 48-29 over the Arizona Wildcats. Along with Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us here on our Buffs recap at 850KOA.com. Partner, what does it mean when a team has more points than the opposition again? I forgot. It's been that long.
Well, it's been a while, but it means you win. It means they win at home. It means that they're not going to go a season without winning at Folsom Field. It had a lot of meaning today.
Sure.
And aside from that, for 28 seniors, it was a big day and a big win, and it's great to see the smiles on their faces after the game.
Buffaloes had exactly 500 yards of offense. By the way, did not give up 500 yards of offense, so they snapped that nasty little string
First
they had
time
going.
in 7 weeks.
Yep. Snapped their 7-game losing streak. Is there any doubt this is the best game the Buffs have played this season?
I think it's by far the best game they've played. They beat Colorado State, but it wasn't a great performance. They played well enough to win, but today it was a good game on both sides of the ball. Yeah, they had some lapses, but when the chips were down, they were able to make the plays and make it count. Speedy Stewart with that big run in the fourth quarter after Arizona had pulled close. That was a huge run for him. He goes 181 yards, his second best rushing day in his collegiate career. Throws for a touchdown, scores 3. Can't have a much better day than that.
Yeah, he was fantastic, as Jim mentions. 181 yards rushing, 3 rushing touchdowns. He throws a little throwback to Tyler Hansen for a touchdown as well. Hansen played well. Tony Clemens went over 100 yards, 115 yards receiving, and did have a touchdown today. Travis Sanders fell. Jason Espinoza each had an interception. It was a day, appropriately so, on Senior Day when all of those final year players stepped up and played very big roles for this team.
Yeah, and that Sanders fell, that little guy, not so little, but the guy from Little Lyman, he comes in here, 11 tackles, 10 solo tackles. You mentioned the interception.
Had the sack, 3 tackles for a loss.
3 tackles for a loss.
Yeah.
Great day for Travis, and this is his 3rd game back after breaking the ankle early in the year, and it's just really great to have him back.
You know, Jason Espinoza got the pick. Who knew there was a Espinoza Island on this football team? But he was that big for the senior out of Alamosa today. Barter, they get a win, and the Buffs are 2-9 now. Let's be quite honest about their 1-6. That was their first Pac-12 win, by the way, 1-6 in Pac-12 conference play. But with 3 games left, at Arizona or UCLA next week, at Utah the day after Thanksgiving. It's the kind of thing where you can kind of get some feel-good going to wrap up year number 1 under John Emery.
Well, I tell you what, if they play on both sides of the ball next week in the Rose Bowl, like they did at Folsom Field, they don't only have a shot to win. They're going to win it. They're going to win that game. I mean, after all, remember, Arizona beat UCLA pretty badly. So,
that's right.
They can take some confidence into that game and say, hey, we beat the team and we can play with this team. So, and getting the first Pac-12 win is huge, too.
No Colorado team had ever gone winless at Folsom Field, and you will not put the 2011 Buffaloes in that category. They get one on Senior Day. 28 seniors ran out for the final time behind Ralphie, and they win it 48-29 over the Arizona Wildcats. Next week at UCLA, Zim matches from the Rose Bowl. It's a 5:30 Mountain Time kickoff. Will hit the air at 3:30 with the Buffalo Stampede Network affiliates at 4:05. And then the Buffs and former Buff head coach Rick Neuheisel will do battle in the Rose Bowl between the Buffs and the Bruins. This victory here, 48-29, going up on the wall, said John Embry. It's a brick game as Colorado gets its first ever Pac-12 conference win. For Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us on our Buffs recap here at 850KOA.com.